Yo, shout out to Sir Bravian. Yo, shout out to Sir Bravian for such a magnificent song. So, kick it off, bruv. The whole slate is coming. Let's get it.
Divers two hit like a thunder roll, shook the PlayStation faithful right down to their soul. They
Come on,
thought
guys.
exclusives were a fortress wall, but
Let's
now
talk about it.
those walls they start to fall. Final Fantasy remake, Death Stranding 2, showing up
Come on in.
Xbox. What you gonna do? Fanboys crying, petitions in hand, but real gamers just understand.
Yeah, buddy.
Whole slate's coming, hear the thunder roll. Whole slate's coming, crashing through your soul. Whole slate's coming, no escaping fate. Whole slate's coming, through the game.
The whole slate.
Fanboys crying, shouting in vain. You lost your grip and losing your game. Could have spoke with your wallet, but you stood still. Now Xbox to experience the whole damn thrill.
The whole slate.
Joel and Ellie too. Whole slate's coming, intergalactic coming through. Whole slate's coming, watch Killzone ignite. Whole slate's coming, I feel like resistance tonight.
Where is
Come on.
factions? Where is factions?
Where is factions?
Where is factions?
She gone, man.
Last of Us taking a brand new ride. Shadow of the Colossus standing by Xbox's side. Uncharted treasures ready to show. Sackboy packing up and he's ready to go. Bloodborne shadows creeping slow. Ratchet and Clank putting on a show. Could've stopped this if you bought the game, but you just whined and now it's all the same. Whole slate's coming, hear the thunder roll.
Whole slate.
Whole slate's coming, crashing through your soul. Whole slate's coming, no escaping fate. Whole slate's coming, through the Game Pass game. Whole slate's coming.
The whole slate is coming, guys. Come on, ring that gong. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? It's a beautiful Sunday evening. I know I'm late, but my computer here was giving a lot of problems to start, man. It was giving a lot of problems to start, but nonetheless, I am here. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? If it is you type something in the chat, I'll shout you out. It's been a while. I think I missed like one podcast I missed? I think I missed one podcast. You know, I have these. I've been so busy, man. I've been so busy. But shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone who is here tonight. We're going to have a great show, man. Let me see if I could shout out some persons here so far who would have commented. Broku, what up, Broku? Broku said, welcome to the island. We are the island YouTube boys. What up, Broku? Then we have John Bosch. John Bosch. Swap everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Yeah, man. I mean, right now we are doing fine, which part I'm at, but Venezuela ain't doing too good, man. So thoughts and prayers out of Venezuela. Um, Broku said, "Damn, gaming is doomed." Yeah, man. Right now things are looking a bit shaky, Broku. It's looking shaky, and we cannot forget the only professor we have, the only professor we need, Professor Strong. He just keep winning, man. Shout out to you, Professor Strong. Now, again, guys, as you come in, hit the like button. If you say something in the chat, I'll shout you out. But there's so many news, so much news outside there, guys. I mean, we need to talk about it. But before we get into the nitty gritty of everything that took place while I was out, we have to take a look at what Twitter has for us. So let's go around Twitter, guys. Let's go around Twitter. Let's do it. Let's see what Twitter have in store for us, because I'll tell you something. There's a lot of spooky things happening here, man. Let's start from the top. Let's start from the top. So far on Twitter, we had a lot going on, right? Look at this here. Let me do a refresh here. Look at what is happening here on Twitter, right? So we know that right now the price hike on almost everything that has a chip is going up, right? This is what Lenovo is saying, guys. Lenovo is saying that memory price hikes may never fully replace. God, my God. As Broku say, are we cooked? They are saying this might never return to how things used to be, you know.
I beg your pardon?
It might never return. But we'll see how we'll put this story here on shelf for now, guys. Let's see. Let's go through Twitter and see what's going on, right? Now, there are some persons buying Xboxes who can find them in anticipation for GTA, of course, and also Gears of War. So this person said, had to buy one before the price hike. Ain't no way I'm missing out on Gears of War ED. Back to owning an Xbox. This is good. This is good, man. You know, a lot of persons are seeing the importance of exclusivity here, right? What else I want to turn your attention for? We're seeing that Sony is going very hard on the PlayStation advertisement. I mean, Wolverine could only dream about getting this amount of attention. Wolverine is outside in the cold while GTA is getting all the limelight. Wolverine, where are you? Wolverine, you okay, man?
Tornado Claw! Berserker Barrage!
Come on.
Berserker Barrage!
Would the Berserker Barrage be enough to get persons' mind away from GTA? Never, right? Again, somebody again is picking up, right? Snatched up an Xbox Series X before the price hike or on August the 1st. Let me just say shout out to Sincere. Shout out to you, Sincere. Right? Again, we have memory prices could surge another 50%. Now, the way the industry is going, guys, something have to give. If something does not give, we can be in for a pretty rough time when it comes to gaming. Now, I am thinking how Microsoft could get out of this when it comes to paying so much for these chips and so forth, RAM and so forth. I think Microsoft have the know-how how to, if they can maybe manufacture their own chips. Yeah, maybe if Microsoft manufacture their own chips, that could help reduce the cost. I mean, I know Microsoft is not into building data centers and building manufacturer companies so that they can produce these chips. However, Someone needs to understand that there is a great need, and where there is a great need, persons will need to, get these chips. Let me just say shout out again to John Bosch and Stevenson. Stevenson, what up, Stevenson? What's up, buddy? I'm okay, Stevenson. Hope you and the family is doing all right as well. Right? So, as we look through Twitter, we also see, we'll talk about this here, that story, but there's another story. Persons are buying up GTA 6. Right now, GTA 6 is the #1 game, both on Xbox and on PlayStation. So GTA 6 is killing it right now when it comes to pre-order sales. This is a story that I was not going to cover tonight. I mentioned it in my last video, but this is wild here, guys. Look at this. Isn't this wild? Gaming Bible. This is supposed to be a legitimate gaming website. They're supposed to have persons who are professionals. They're supposed to have persons who know a thing or two about gaming journalism. However, we would have seen that Gaming Bible, in order to get clicks, they resorted to lying to the public. Because notice what Gaming Bible said here. Xbox ends production on Series X consoles amid price hikes. Are you seeing what these guys are doing? These guys would have just lied to everyone. I'm talking to you, Gaming Bible. You guys are supposed to be neutral when it comes to reporting the news. But Gaming Bible decided that they are going to get these clicks no matter what. Gaming Bible would have said this, although they knew it was a lie. They said this.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Even if Gaming Bible had to lie, they said they still want to leave with some clicks. Right? I mean, and this is insane. Shout out to Broku, who again? Hey, Mitu Lion, what up, man? This is just crazy. Gaming Bible, they knew what the report would have said because Asha and the team would have put it, in soft copy. They never said anything about stopping production of the Xbox Series console itself. They just stopped the production of the 2 terabyte version, right? These guys know this. That is why the community notes had to correct a big journalist website saying Xbox is not ending production on all the Series X consoles. Only the 2 terabyte model is being discontinued, while the 512 GB and the 1 terabyte model remains in production with updated prices. So this is the lies, and this is the Xbox tax that we have been talking about. There is no way, no one could tell me that Gaming Bible did not know what they were doing here. So for that Gaming Bible, let me start off one time by dishing off this Gaming Bible. Hold on to this.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And
That's the lies.
get it up.
That's for the deceit. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as you guys come in. So that was that Xbox tax that we saw there. We saw another Xbox tax that IGN would have contributed to, but we'll talk about that a little later, right? IGN would have contributed to another lie, and they know what they are doing. They know that the PlayStation fans would have taken to that stories like fly to a human pile of trash. Yeah, that is what IGN knew would have happened, right? So this is all the things they're saying here. Now let's go back to Twitter. We are also seeing on Twitter, right? We are also seeing on Twitter something here. I want to show you guys this, right? We'll talk about that a little later, right? So again, the Xbox Series X console is selling out throughout UK, especially the 2 terabyte one, because the 2 terabyte Xbox Series X is going to be discontinued. That will now come into the category as rare. There will be no more manufacturing of the Xbox Series X 2 terabytes. So if it is you have one, you would have basically a collector's item. So that is why persons in the UK is buying out this particular Xbox Series consoles, right? Now, a lot was said about GTA. We heard about GTA not coming out with a physical this, and a lot of persons that rubbed a lot of persons the wrong way. Persons wanted their physical this, but then again, on the other hand, a lot of persons are not. They don't care about any physical media. They don't mind having, their games digitally. But this is the wild part here, guys. I wanted to touch on this story here, right? Apparently, although this is a gaming channel, this was kind of interesting, right? And I want you guys to keep what Rockstar decided to do. That they know they are not going to invest in making GTA 6 into this version. Look at this here. PlayStation is deleting over 500 purchased movies from its customers' account. So I don't know how it's possible for you to pay for something and then a company could just take it away. To me, that's wild. That is wild. They are not giving you an option of having a forever version of it. They are not giving you the option of downloading it on your personal hard drive. They are telling you that after you spent your hard-earned money, Sony is saying, guess what? If you want that title over, you have to pay for it again.
Thank you. You're making us pay for water, you son of a...
Yes.
You're making
All
us
the
pay for
shows back over.
grapes,
Yeah, Terminator.
apples,
Yeah,
things that God
Aladdin.
gave us for free.
All those movies.
Ha!
you
Ha!
thought you owed
You
it.
will burn in
Guys.
hell when I'm through with you.
Guys, this
You
is
will not be
crazy.
allowed in my father's house.
At all. Guys, this is so nuts. How could I pay for a game or pay for something and you can take it back? Right? Professor Shaw said you own nothing unless it's DRM free. Yeah. So, I mean, this is concerning. The reason why I say it's concerning, because if Sony could do this with their movies, do you think it's out of the realm of possible for them to do that with certain games? At the end of the day, if you pay for a game, the company must give you an option, if it's going away, that you can download it somewhere where it could be yours forever, because you paid for it. So this story really stuck out to me as very wild, because I don't understand how it is Sony could take something that you paid for away from you, right? So that was kind of crazy to me. Yeah. Let's now talk about PlayStation. We're talking about PlayStation in Japan. You see, if you talk to any PlayStation fan, if you talk to any media outlet, they would paint the picture that Sony is doing well everywhere. That's the picture they will be taking. I mean, as a matter of fact, they would say that Xbox is the only platform that is struggling, the only platform that is dying. Other than Xbox, everything else is doing good. Well, I'll tell you something. That is not the case. That is not the case when it comes to the PlayStation 5 in Japan. Because only after a year, 1 year, now we all know that the Xbox struggled in Japan. But I'm happy to see that Nintendo is beating the stuffing out of Sony in Japan. Don't run. Don't run. Beat them. Here. Beat them. Come back here. Why are you running? Why are you running? Come back. That is how bad Nintendo is beating Sony in Japan. We are talking about this is me. That is blows upon blows. So hear what it says, right? And this is very interesting. Japan Nintendo Switch 2 surpasses sales of base PlayStation 5 disk drive model, right? It says the latest Famitsu video game software and hardware charts have revealed that Nintendo Switch 2 has reached a minor sales milestone as it has outsold the PlayStation 5 model with a disk drive. Famitsu Kong sales for separate models, and while it hasn't outsold the base PlayStation 5 console, i.e. both the PlayStation 5 digital and the PlayStation 5 disk drive model combined, it has overtaken sales of the disk model, with Nintendo Switch 2 selling basically close to 6 million, right? Just under 6 million, and the PlayStation 5 disc version is also just under 6 million, but just 20,000 less than the Switch 2. And this is crazy how it is that Sony would have discounted their PlayStation 5 and yet it still cannot dent the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm guessing that form factor that Nintendo has in Japan is really taking shape and really resonating with the Japanese people. But that being said, the PlayStation 5 that is being developed, especially for the PlayStation, for the Japanese people, the exclusive console, Sony is taking a major loss producing that console. So they are taking a major loss, and they are still getting beaten by Nintendo. Hear what it says. Hey, what up, Yataza? What up, Yataza? It's been a while, man. It's been a while, Yataza. Shout out to my brother there, Yataza. Yeah? It's they said Sony's Japan exclusive PlayStation 5 is losing money cheaper than a PlayStation, a Switch 2, sorry. It says Sony has confirmed that the language locked Japan exclusive PlayStation 5 console is losing money. The unit introduced last year currently sells at a lower price than the much more popular Switch 2. Speaking with Japanese publication, Famitsu CEO Hideki Nishino said the company considers this an important and necessary investment for the basic market. Previous management had purportedly ceded Sony's home console region to Nintendo. So before the new PlayStation CEO took over, PlayStation gave up on Japan. Yeah, their home country. They got so much blows that the previous leadership left out Japan totally, right? Yet this president wants to fight, but even though he wants to fight, he's still getting a lot of hands from Nintendo. The big difference with Nishino compared to his predecessors is that he is Japanese, and it seems he's willing to fight for his home territory, even though PlayStation has an uphill battle against Nintendo. Right? At the time of the publication, language locked Japan exclusive PlayStation 5 retails for 55,000 yen, which is approximately $339 US, which is cheaper than the Switch 2 59,000 yen, which is about $370. So although the PlayStation 5 is cheaper, they are still getting themselves whooped by Nintendo. And guess what? Any company that could whoop Sony is fine with me. I mean, come on, man. It's making me feel to dance like Dreamcast guy here, man. Oh yeah. Come on, Dreamcast. Come on. Yeah, man. This is crack. So yeah, I mean, that is some news there. Nintendo is beating the stuffing out of Sony in Japan. Guys, as you comment, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me just shout out, guys. So we have Yatasa just came in. Of course, Professor Strong, Captain Falcon. What up, Captain Falcon? Stephen, Mito Lion, and Broku. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Throw something in the chat. Support your boy. So there's another story I want to touch on. Right? Another story I want to touch on that is very, very interesting here. And that is PlayStation and Xbox having the lowest month in about what? Well, PlayStation having the lowest month in 25 years. Right? Let me show you this. This is very, very interesting. Right? Let me show you this here, right? PlayStation, where is it? No, but before we talk about that, let's talk about something that I can't believe Sony is still trying to do, right? So we know that Sony's push for live service games was a disaster. Concord was a disaster. Marathon is not doing well. I mean, under Sony's leadership, Bungie, Destiny 2 would have tanked. There are so many live services games that would have died under Sony. You remember when Sony had the exclusive Foam Stars? That was a live service game. That didn't last. That didn't last. I mean, the life of a fly. That too was destroyed immediately. Now, there was some PlayStation fans who were speculating that guess what? Sony is no longer chasing live service games. Well, I'm sorry to say, ponies, you are surely mistaken. Sony saw live service games and Sony said, you know what? We are going to try it. We are going to try it again. Because look at this report here. PlayStation CEO says he wants, take this off. He wants to revitalize the market with live service games amid Bungie's layoffs. So we know about the massive layoffs they had Bungie. And guess what? Although there's a lot of persons right now in Bungie on the breadline, Sony is saying, you know what? We are going back at it. We are going to do more and more live services game. I mean, after Sony fans heard that their boss is going to bring back live services games, they were like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, live services game is coming back with a vengeance for Sony, right? Hear what it says. PlayStation CEO says he wants to revitalize the market. And he goes on to say this, right? PlayStation CEO, the president, Hideki Nishino, recently made comments that recommit the company to its live service efforts. These comments couldn't have been more poorly timed as they happened the same week as Sony lay off hundreds of developers at Bungie, the studio behind Destiny 2 and Marathon. So yeah, I would say this is poorly timed because you had developers who was competent of making live service games. But why are you saying now that you want to revitalize live service games after you fired a ton of devs who could achieve that? I mean, it's crazy. Nishino made these comments in an interview with Famitsu that was translated by WCCF Tech. We believe that live service games are content that attracts users on a global level. So again, these guys are still running down the Fortnite crowd. These guys are still running down that elusive Fortnite money, right? These guys still want that Fortnite money, but they just can't get this Fortnite money, right? Hear what it says. He goes on to say, The gen itself is relatively new, and I think many people are trying various things. So we also want to continue to take on challenges within that context. Yes. So we're seeing here that Sony, don't matter how much it would have failed, they still do it. No, there was a success with their live service push, which is Helldivers 2. So I don't know if Sony is seeing the money in Helldivers 2 and still dreaming that one of their games could make it big as Helldivers 2. Now let me just say that I think in the next 6 months we could see the end of Marathon. Marathon is not doing well. I don't know how much money they intend to pump into Marathon, but it's very clear that the player base did not even cross 100,000, right? Now, when it comes to Fear Games, I don't think Fear Games would make it either. Fear Games looking like it's dead on arrival, right? I don't know what they are going to do with Fear Games, but it looks like it's dead on arrival. So I don't know what Sony is doing with this live service push, but it's very clear that they can't make a live service game like Xbox. They can't make a live service game like how they can do first party. So fans want them to stop, but they are not going to stop. These guys want to continue this live service push. How do you feel about that? Do you think Sony could revitalize their live service push? Let me just say shout out to Objective Verse. What up, Objective Gamer? Good stuff on his platform there, man, when he talks about comics. Dolomite, what's up with you, man? Now, let's react to the method guy himself, right? You know why we're going to react to him? Because he didn't know what to do with this video. He saw that PlayStation was down bad. Well, he accustomed saying Xbox is down bad. Let's listen to Dreamcast guy as he tries to balance the line of who is dead from who is alive. Let's then listen to him here, right? Because a report came out. This was the report I was supposed to read for you, which says that PlayStation is on an all-time low when it comes to selling Xbox, or when it comes to selling PlayStation 5. Listen to what he said here.
Hey there, gamers, Dreamcast guy here. Today we're talking about Xbox versus PlayStation because a very, very strange report has just come out. Apparently, currently, Xbox is literally experiencing its lowest sales ever. Since the invention of Xbox, things have never sold so bad. But the part of it...
Now, again, this is what Dreamcast guy have been saying for years. If Dreamcast guy don't say Xbox is dead, Xbox doom and gloom, they're stopping production of the game, I don't think this guy could sleep good at night if he don't say that. If he don't make a video once a day about Xbox is dead, I don't think he will be able to sleep, right? But this video is very interesting because this is what he's going to say.
That's extra strange is that apparently PlayStation isn't doing a lot better. Right now, this is the lowest...
But I thought PlayStation was unstoppable. I was told that there is nothing that could slow down the sales of PlayStation consoles. Now, all of a sudden, PlayStation is not doing too well. Look at what Matt Piscatella is saying behind Dreamcast guy here. He is saying PlayStation hardware unit sales fell to the lowest May total since May 2000. Wow. That's like 25 years, right? While Xbox hardware unit sales were the lowest ever recorded in a May month. So both consoles had the lowest sales, right? We know Xbox just raised their prices, and we know that, Xbox prices are not raised as yet, guys. I forgot to mention that. Xbox prices will be going up on August the 1st. So you have a whole month to procure and buy an Xbox console. If it is, you can find it. I know it's very difficult to find an Xbox console at this point, right? So now we are seeing the cracks in the armor here. Dreamcast guy is finally admitting that here what? Sony is in trouble too. Let me just say shout out to Armor Ghost 81. Shout out to you. He dropped the PlayStation 5. Right.
Console sales have been for PlayStation since the year 2000. Literally, in the last 26 years, this is the lowest things have been since the original PlayStation, meaning that every other PlayStation system, even the weird ones, PlayStation TV, PSP, PlayStation Vita, everything, PS1, 2, 3, 4, everything is doing better than current era PlayStation 5. And I want to talk about this because there is now rumblings that stores are apparently saying they're not getting more PlayStation 5s. They're not getting new X.
No, I'll tell you guys something. This chip situation, this RAM situation is very tricky. Something have to give, guys. Something have to give. There's a number of AI players who they are just buying up everything, right? And if things continue the way it's going, guys, video game, whatever console you have today, don't sell it. If it is you was able to get an Xbox Series X, an Xbox Series X, a Switch 2, do not sell it, because guess what? These things are going up in value every day. I mean, it is just nuts. Compared to next week, when you see the value of your console, you might be singing like this guy.
What you got right now? I got sunshine.
Come on.
Wait a minute, God. It's cold outside.
Yes, you could be singing like this guy. When you see
Break it down.
the
Let me
amount
tell
of
you.
money you will get for your console. Come on.
Say, what can make me feel this way, my girl?
Oh, yes, it's not easy. So, yeah, don't sell your consoles because things are getting wilder by the day.
Xboxes. It sounds like in a lot of ways, everybody is basically just prepping for next gen. It sounds like next gen is going to be thousands of dollars for a system. And even if people can't afford it, that may be the only thing on store shelves. Let's get into it. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, I feel like part of what's so odd about this entire generation is how much PlayStation is just accidentally killing it. They're
Listen to the Dreamcast guy here. Listen.
not really the best exclusives. They're not making the best third-party good stuff. It really is just the fact that PlayStation 5 is just so far out ahead, they don't really try. I mean, at this point right now, GTA 5 pre-orders are...
They are so far ahead, yet Sony would have closed so many studios this generation, it's not even funny. They are so far ahead that they are laying off so many persons. What are we even doing here, Dreamcast guy? What are we even doing? Sony is so far ahead with their console sales that, guess what? They can't even break over, what is it, 300,000 when it comes to this Returnal, what is it, Saros, right? They couldn't even break 1 million, close to 100 million in sales, right? Not sales, sorry, right? Not sales, in shipping, but they can't break 1 million in Saros sales. They are closing down studios. They are laying off devs. Guys, I present to you a man full from his head to his toe. He has to be full of crap. He is the original. Right? All right, let's listen.
outselling Xbox 6-1 on PlayStation 5. And that's not because the PS5 has necessarily got, the best battery life or the craziest cool experiences. It really...
Hey guys, you guys saw there was a debate this week with the Xbox controller, and IGN would have said that PlayStation has better features than Xbox to play GTA, and they mentioned the haptic feedback. anytime you use that haptic feedback on your games, you will have just about an hour and a half of gaming, guaranteed.
It's just the fact that right now the PS5 is the numbers are about 100 million PS5s are out there.
Just know, why is Dreamcast guy lying? The numbers is not 100 million. The last update we saw of how many PlayStation 5s were shipped was it not like 93 million or 93.4 million or something like that? So this guy is saying that Sony has 100 million PlayStation 5s out in the wild. Dreamcast guy, man, this guy does
Whereas
lie.
there's 25 million-ish Xboxes. Right now, Sony has just become the default console. They're just so far out in front that everybody buys it because that's where the gamers are at. That's where the gaming experiences are at, right?
Yeah.
But this is the thing that's...
Dreamcast guy, I have one question for you, Dreamcast guy. Just one question.
Why are you gay? No, you can't deny. You are gay.
I mean, this is nuts. This is not. This guy lies out of his teeth. I can't stand this guy, man. Hey, shout out to my guy there, Yataza, for that $2 super chat. Yataza is saying Sony care more about GTA 6 than their. I mean, come on, Yataza. You're preaching. I have never seen Sony cover a game so much in my life. Everything is GTA 6, you know, for Sony. Everything is GTA 6.
starting to make me kind of get the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Major retailers are claiming there will not be...
What did he say? His hairs in the back of his neck is going to stand up?
enough PS5s and Xbox Series consoles this holiday season to meet the demand of Grand Theft Auto 6 due to RAM shortages. Now, Xbox has been very explicit about this. Asha Sharma is coming out and straight up saying that right now, RAM prices just in the last 2 years have gone up 2.5 times, meaning that, you know, say 2024, if you're building something for one.
And we just heard that it might go up 50% after that. So the RAM prices are only going to increase. We saw the deal that Micron would have just made. Micron would have just locked in a number of RAM for their company. So if it is Micron is getting all of this RAM for their business, then gaming will have none. This again would inflate the price of gaming. So things are looking really, really spooky. Let me just say shout out to Mr. Glass. What up, man? Again, shout out to I am a Ghost 81. Flyboy. What up, Flyboy? Shout out to you. Jinzo, what up, man? Agent Slugger, what up to you? Is that Mars? What up, Mars? Dolomite. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I think I said shout out to Paul and Captain Falcon. Shout out to everyone, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You could support the show by throwing something in the chat, right?
$1,000. Now it costs $2,500. A lot of these systems straight up cannot afford to be made. And since they're buying these raw bits in chunks.
Let me ask you guys something. Where do you see this RAM situation going? Right? Do you think PlayStation 5 is going to get another price increase? Let me ask you this. Seeing that things are not looking like things are going to get better, do you think that the Xbox Helix might be delayed? Because think about it, guys. Unless they were to change the components of the Xbox Helix, what price that Helix would be? I mean, this is, guys, I would have never predicted that prices for the Xbox Series X would have been this price today. I have this version of I can't believe this console is $800. So let me hear what you think about how much would they have a ceiling? How much you are willing to pay for the Helix? Do you think Sony could get the PlayStation 6 under $1,000? I doubt it. These ponies, you better, if it is you want a PlayStation 6 I know that you guys would have to spend a hefty price for that PlayStation 6, right? Crazy.
Buying millions and millions of chips. A lot of these companies now, and
Let me just say shout out to Professor Strong for sending me 100 for 2 jewels. Shout out to you there, Professor Strong.
not agreeing with this decision. A lot of people are saying, okay, well, if I'm buying chips
Mr.
to build a
Kima.
PlayStation 6 or building chips to build a PlayStation 5, I'm going to build a PlayStation 6 because even if it doesn't sell, I'd rather have that future proofing on the store shelves, right? Which I just think is a bit of a mistake. But when I see stuff like this, Xbox console sales are at their lowest recorded ever, and PlayStation is at its lowest since the year 2000. Look at these replies. We hear your concerns, and we're not.
Although we did also remember that last month, PlayStation also recorded record low sales as well. Since the price increase for the PlayStation 5, things has not been going well for them, right? So although they want to paint a bad picture, and this is what these guys do, they only paint a bad picture for Xbox. They don't highlight nothing with Sony. Yeah, because again, bad Xbox news sell.
Not going to raise your price another $100. Raise the prices, raise the prices, raise the prices. PS5 sell 58%. Gosh, Xbox fell only 12%, and yet the PS5 is still number 2 ahead of Xbox. This is really a sign of just how much the PS5 has been selling. That the reason this dropped off is because now we have the official price increase. Obviously, there's been bigger price increases for the Xbox, but the PS5, this was their last big price increase. That now the system that was like $600 is now $750. A lot of this stuff is just extremely pricey. It is funny that people also post, there's like a little extra detail. These are the launch editions of the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. Not only is the PS5 now like this modular device where you're buying stuff in chunks, it is funny that now we still think of like the PS5 as this original version that nobody even uses that PS5 anymore. I did see this going around. Buy all of your tech now. Anything with a chip. The PS5, Nintendo Switch 2, iPhone, Galaxy S, PC, Xbox. Stop waiting if you can afford it now. We're comically underestimating how bad the market is about to become. Now, I have to admit, I'm a little bit afraid of this.
Yeah.
Like you can see, my phone screen is extremely cracked. I've been using this like Galaxy 6S for years and years and years. Yeah, I think it's time to either replace my phone before this. Like this phone I bought for $300.
No, but I don't think phones are suffering the same problem as consoles, right? Although I did post up a video where Apple would have just raised the prices of their products, right? But for the most part, the majority of these phones from the major players, the Samsungs, the phones are going up, Professor. You saw, well, look, okay, Professor is saying that they are affected as well. So yes, it appears that everything is affected by these RAM short. Jeez Louise. Woo!
$100. Buying this one might now cost me, I don't even want to think about how many hundreds of dollars, right? But this is the thing, right? Recent price increases for both the PS5 and the Xbox have been catastrophic for hardware sales. Matt Piscatella of Cersna reports that May 2026 saw the lowest US PlayStation hardware sales for any May in 25 years, the worst May Xbox had in history. Now, what is so important about this is that it's not coming out of nowhere. Game prices were flat for most of the generation, and then they went up, and then they went up some more. Obviously, this is by Steven Titillo of GameFile. I charted the Xbox Series X, PS5, and Switch 2 prices, and you can see, look how much they went up. This is wild. Look, the original Nintendo Switch price went up, the Switch 2 price went up, but even this, flat $500 for all these years, and then it jumped up. Even this, it is crazy to think. Look at this. Here's the PlayStation 5 Pro.
No, but the narrative is not that. The narrative is that Xbox is dead, right? I mean, the mere fact that we are seeing that at times Xbox did well. Remember, for years, Phil Spencer and the team there was not competing for hardware, right? And no doubt that would have contributed to the sales being very low. They would have said, Phil Spencer, I would have put it on many of my videos, would have said they are not to be judged on how many consoles they sold, right? So for years, Phil Spencer and they was not fighting with hardware. Asha and her new team intends to fight with hardware. So obviously they will be coming up with different strategies to revitalize the hardware business at Xbox, right? So it's not to say it's in a bubble. No one wanted an Xbox. Phil Spencer and the team did not want to fight with consoles.
Started at 700. 700 seemed too much at the time, and then jumped to 650, all the way up to $900. Look at these price increases. I mean, it's just undeniable that this is what is killing the industry, is being priced down. People are still excited about it. Look at the views on YouTube videos. Look at the views on trailers. Look at the conversation and buzz online, positive or negative, right? If you want to say, man, people spend a lot of time hating on Marathon or, logging in to do their daily quests in Destiny. Clearly, there's still a fervor for gaming, for Xbox and PlayStation exclusives. It's just that point that we're at a spot now where this stuff is just getting ridiculously unaffordable. Like ridiculous.
Now, let me ask you guys this. If Dreamcast guy is going to buy one of these new consoles, do you guys think he's going to scam his girlfriend again? Do you think Dreamcast guy is going to scam his girlfriend again to get a new console? This time he might corner out of a kidney. These consoles are so expensive. This girl might have to sell a kidney to buy Dreamcast guy a new console. This guy, man.
Ridiculously so, right? Like, think of it, right? I use an ancient phone. I have no car. I have like 5 roommates. I do everything as budget as possible. And even a lot of times when I look at these price tags, like the Steam machine being $1,500, that's not something I can afford, right? Even a person living on a shoestring budget, trying to literally save all the money I can, even then it's like, damn, remember when you used to be able to get a console for $300 or even when you used to get stuff back for $100. Remember the $100 GameCube? That was integral to the growth of these systems. Now, people sort of forget that, but PlayStation, like the way they have measured their success over the decades has been growth.
Man, I remember when consoles used to go down, man. I remember when consoles used to go down. Oh, buddy, this is like the Twilight Zone. Guys, this is like the Twilight Zone in gaming. Consoles are going up. Woo!
Not just, hey, did we sell this amount of games? How many new people are signing up to PlayStation Plus? How many new people are trying these games out? How many people are experiencing our classic catalog? And now it feels like they don't really care about that. It seems like in a lot of ways, like the PlayStation 6 handheld, they've been teasing that today. I'm excited about it conceptually, but their push towards live service, they don't care. They do not care about the games we're actually making. They're fully dead set on releasing the PlayStation 6, even if nobody buys it, nobody cares about it, nobody plays it. I feel like Sony's just in the spot where they would rather have.
So let me ask you guys this. What is the limit that you guys would pay for a console? A next-gen console? What is the limit? What is the limit that you can't see where you're passing? Is it $800? I mean, we just saw this Steam machine came out at $1,000. That Steam machine price was crazy. That Steam machine price, I don't know what, I mean, Gabe, I view Gabe as an intelligent guy, but what was Gabe thinking? Pricing this Steam machine at over $1,000, but less powerful than an Xbox Series X? Nah,
unsuccessful systems rather than make what people can actually afford, because I guess it looks.
So Preston said he would pay. They're going to be 15. Ooh.
Good to investors. I talked about this a couple days ago, but Kepler L2 is a leaker that has a bunch of sources inside of manufacturing. He's the guy who sort of knows what's going on at the factories. And he has said that essentially right now, Sony is just making a ton of PlayStation 6s. They're not delaying it. It's still coming out next year, even though we haven't seen it. We don't have a logo. We don't have a picture of it. We don't have like a...
That's a lie. I don't believe PlayStation 6 is coming out next year. I don't believe Kepler have this one right. PlayStation 6 next year. Sony, I know Sony is crazy, but they ain't that crazy. Sony won't bring out the PlayStation 6 next year. I highly doubt it. That is crazy. So guys, so this week that is what we saw. This happened about yesterday, where it is they reported that the PlayStation 5 sale is down for the best part of 25 years. They have never seen such low sales in 25 years for the PlayStation. Xbox 2 is suffering from poor sales because of the price increase, because that person they just don't have the monies at this point in time, right? But let me hear what your thoughts is on that. Now, what I want to do is talk about the lies again that happened, because IGN lied, guys. IGN lied. IGN said that the PlayStation 5 version of GTA 6 was selling 8-1 compared to Xbox. Now, it is not surprising that there are more PlayStation out there, so the casuals will go out more to buy GTA 6 or pre-order GTA 6 when it comes to. So, okay, that is understandable. I'm not saying that the Xbox version of GTA is leading over, but the number that IGN stated, they said it like if they were sure, right? They said it like if they were sure, and of course, by saying that, it also pushes a narrative. Well, Xbox is not taking this line down. They are shutting down all these silly rumors, and this is what I like. Hear what it says. This doesn't represent pre-order data. Xbox disputes report of the PlayStation crushing GTA 6 pre-order demands, right? So this is what would have happened this week. As rumor of a massive sale gap circulates, Xbox sets to record straight on why the affiliate clicks are not the same as console sales, right? So here what it says. Windows Central can confirm that we have received statement from an Xbox spokesman on this matter. This does not or doesn't represent pre-order data. We have had record orders. People should wait for real data and not click on affiliate links, right? So a lot of persons were saying that the PlayStation 5 version of GTA 6 is crushing Xbox, but Xbox had to reply, and they are saying they have never seen pre-order sales of any of their games compared to GTA 6. Hear what it says. We are living in the era of social media narratives often outpace verified market reality. And to be clear, IGN does state in the code that it's based on their own community data. But it's worth nothing that while it is likely true that PlayStation is receiving more orders based on their console share in the market, nobody actually knows the concrete sales data yet. And relying on affiliate linking programs from one website to draw broad conclusions about the statement, the state of affairs, is a starky tactic. And this is what these ponies do. This is what these websites do. I just showed you how it is. Game Bible purposely lied, that here what Microsoft was stop making the Xbox consoles altogether, which was a lie, right? Now, IGN, they don't have no solid data, and yet they are putting this information out there. But it is nothing, but it is one that's gathering tacticians, as it's being amplified by reports such as this one from Vice, and is gathering significant engagement. So when these guys put out these lies, of course persons are clicking on it. Of course persons are giving it attention, because again, a lie is better than the truth, right? So Microsoft is saying that GTA 5 is selling just as fast on Xbox than compared to PlayStation, although the rumors are saying that it is not selling on Xbox. It's very clear that GTA is going very, very fast on Xbox as well. So guys, that was the couple of stories we had for you guys tonight. I know I came late. I don't want to stay too long. It's getting late. So let me just say thanks for tuning in. I'll see if I can do another stream maybe sometime in the week. But for sure, next week Sunday, we'll have another stream. Let me just say shout out to Mito Lion. Shout out to Jason, Redmond. The mechanic, what up, the mechanic? Long time no see, man. Shout out to Professor Strong. Shout out to Mito Lion. Shout out to Preston Wick. Shout out to all you guys. Shadow Wolf, Professor Strong, my dude. Yataza, my dude. Dolomite, right? Kima. Everyone in the chat that showed up tonight, let me just say shout out to you and thanks for the support, guys. On your way out, hit the like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe. So guys, don't forget, we don't want to take it too fast. Life is precious, guys, so be careful tomorrow at work. And don't forget to say a prayer for Venezuela. Venezuela is going through a hard time now, guys, so say a little prayer for Venezuela. A lot of persons are dying because of that earthquake. I know it didn't hit the entire Venezuela, but shout out to or keep Venezuela in our thoughts and prayers, right? So guys, don't forget to put God first and mankind after. I'll see you guys in the next one later. Shout out to everyone. Just before we go, let me just remind these ponies that Gears of War EA, it's an exclusive.
Piper came in the mail!
Yeah?
An
Mash it up.
exclusive!
Yeah, buddy.
It arrived!
Exclusive. It arrived. Come on, man. Mash it up. Come on.
It arrived!
It arrived. Exclusive, ponies. I'm out. Later, guys.